What's up, everybody?
It's the H team and we aced it.
And we got Tay Alicia,
Jacko Mix.
Sean Gehrig, and Nicholas Detman.
Hola.
Hey.
This is classified information. Voices.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what my voice is? I'm gonna report you to the FFC.
No one loves you? I'm sorry.
Okay, let's just like the first topic. What?
Freaking crazy girl from
China.
Just kidding, that was racist. So, a girl in
This
our
girl
class.
is crazy.
Yeah, the crazy girl. I've referred to her in every single episode as the
Crazy girl.
The girl that was locked in the change room and tried to eat me. Came back from a trip today, and she was tanned, wearing a tie-dye shirt, and she freaking had
Cornrows.
like what the
Frick.
It was
Yeah,
disgusting.
she looked like a new person.
She was
Like,
she had
she just
joined the
looked
Wolf
like
tribe.
Mickey starter pack.
Yeah, honestly, she joined the tribe.
Not even the tribe. Like
Clan.
it was like a ritual. It was like a ritual that she had to do.
Freaking lot. Yeah, it's really cringy because she does like freaking. She's obsessed with everyone in the class. It's actually kind of scary. Like she walks up to a dude and she's like, "I love you," and then yeah.
Yeah,
Other
like
than
she
that,
she
she's
like
nice,
she
though.
makes kissy noises and shit. It's
Yeah,
disgusting.
freaking. Got a good
How much?
man.
Wait, guys, how much do you think Steam makes?
I don't know, Zach. How?
Wrong. How much?
Say chat.
Okay. How much does Steam make? I don't know.
They probably
They
they
make
probably do the
3.
thing was like if I buy a game it's like $50, Steam will take up like percentage of it. I'm gonna Google that.
Yeah, when you're
Wait.
selling stuff on the market, it's
Million last year. It was from PC Gamer.
Gabe Newell, you are my hero.
2015. So in 2014, Steam made a lot.
Yes, very good, and probably mostly from me because I spend a
Made
fortune on
3.
gambling because I'm addicted. Help me, please, please.
They made 3.
It's actually
Eh.
like the first time I seen like you do that on Rocket League,
Gamble.
it was kind of like at first kind of scary because it was just like as if you're like, yeah, this is what I do.
Yeah, it's my habit. It's my daily thing. I spend
My
500.
strange addiction.
Get out of here. Eh. We don't speak of that show. It's disgusting.
It's the best show in the world.
What show?
My
Strange
strange addiction. It's disgusting. I saw one.
They just like exaggerate a lot of this stuff.
I don't think so.
No.
They're kind of
Pretty
mentally
jerks.
insane. I saw one of a guy eating. He had a fetish for eating hair out of drains,
I seen that one.
public washrooms, his own bathroom.
No, but I think the show they make it like more like dramatized, so that
Maybe.
way you know.
I saw one
Yeah.
recently of a guy. He freaking wraps casts around himself, and he doesn't even have any broken limbs or anything. He just freaking wraps casts around himself. It's his fetish.
So some of the freaking strange addictions, you can kind of just know,
They're insane.
just like how it like started. Cause like you probably
they explain-
guess
Yeah.
he started doing that when like maybe he hurt like his arm or something, and then he put a cast around it and it was like
Yeah, because he had the cast on. Yeah, that's what it said. And I also saw one where a girl had to sleep next to her hair dryer, and it had to be on
yeah.
because of the soothing noise. And she said,
And then, yeah, there's like one time there was like a fire that actually happened, but she survived.
"Yeah,
I know there's one that was like it was pretty weird. It was this girl had to drink gasoline or like she loved the smell
oh,
of
she had
gasoline.
to, yeah, she had to huff it." Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a girl that drank paint too.
That's
She drinks
so weird.
paint. There's a girl
There's
that
not one
drinks
where this
paint.
girl eats rocks.
Oh yeah, she crunches on them,
Yeah.
and there's,
Like she literally can't not eat rocks.
and I think
There's one where
I
a
think
girl eats
that's-
toilet paper.
I think that same girl. Oh yeah, she sticks it in her tongue and she likes it.
Wait, did you guys see the one that was
She eats the cigarette.
this
ash.
guy had to go to people's drains and just get all the hair out of it?
Sean, I already said that.
I can't believe.
He said eat. He said eat. He said eat hair.
Yeah, he ate it. I think he chews on it, doesn't he? Oh, there's a really disgusting one when a girl chews on
No,
a
he
cat's
just
hair.
feels it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he likes the slimy of it. Yeah. But
Yeah.
there's oh yeah, a girl chews on her cat hair though, like her cat's hair, freaking
Yeah.
ball in her mouth.
Mr.
Like,
Mugger.
isn't that a product? Isn't that a product where it's like a rubber tongue, and you put it in your mouth and you lick your cat with the rubber tongue.
Yes.
Yeah.
This will kill it.
There's like
That's-
this weird.
Fetish.
It is though.
I don't- Well, I don't think- it's not supposed to be like a fetish, but apparently supposed to be like you're supposed to bond with your cat. Yeah.
It's
what the hell?
bonding. Rub your
Why are you
tongue.
supposed to bond with your cat by fucking like licking the hair off of it?
Rub
Oh,
your
he's
tongue
becoming
on
a
your
cat
cat.
Oh,
Sean's a funny gaffer.
I feel one with the cat.
Yes.
Have you guys seen the amount of cats in our area though? Like they're all just loose. Like so many. I find like dead carcasses just on the sidewalk, and I know it's from a cat. Like freaking dead mouse or something just flattened there. Like what the hell?
Eva.
Freaking.
I
Someone.
remember one time I saw a
freaking
cat
birds.
and I was like, "Oh look, it's a chew toy," and like it turned around, it was like a white mouse just covered in blood, just like screaming. Great.
Screaming. Freaking. What do you mean?
It was like.
That sounds great. You know what's really sad?
That's a great experience, Sean.
You know what's really sad?
Thank you.
My
What?
doggo did something horrible.
What did he do?
Like you.
No, but that's actually
He didn't
pretty
say
great.
thank you after eating his food.
It's a she, you idiot. Okay, so there was a little baby bird in the backyard, and my dog is like, "Whoa, can't wait to play with that thing." And she runs at it, picks it up in her mouth, and apparently, as she picked it up,
It died?
she broke its neck.
Oh my god.
Actually, like Marshy, like baby bird. That's sad, but she didn't know I was.
What a murderer.
Put her down.
Speaking of murdering, have you heard of Dylan's cat? 10th anniversary.
No.
Jeez.
What's that reaction?
It's getting so awkward. Before this, we were like, yeah, we're gonna talk about this, and this, and and then we're like,
That was just awkward.
You know what? Okay, so probably the last thing of this episode, why we have rebranded. And I don't think anyone cares because no one really frickin' watches. But we have
Yeah, no one
rebranded
watches it. Fuck.
to the Ace Team. Young man, don't use that. I swear. Okay, the Ace Team. So,
I don't care,
I don't know. Someone want to tell a story? Jacob, I guess you tell it best.
go censor that.
Okay, so
Okay, so
Because everyone's gonna know where you live and who you are and your kitty number.
I'll click dress.
okay, so how the Ace Team came to be? Okay, so we had a science project.
Yeah, we had a science assignment, and we had to get in groups of 3 to 5, and we had to make. It's because the subject or unit was
How'd
about
that kill me?
fluids, and
Yeah.
and so basically we had to make a presentation about how a fluid involves in a certain topic, and so we were given like lots of examples in the paper, and so we had to create a group, and so of course I was like, hey guys, get me in a group, you know, I was talking to my boy Earth and Sean,
Eh.
and then they were like, no. I was like,
What did we say?
And then
Oh,
just
yeah.
want to be with other people. So
There's, like,
we
10 people.
so the three of us, because I just kind of followed Earth and Sean. So we went
Yeah.
to go get like a Chromebook. We came back, and then the other like kids were like, "Yeah, we only made a group of 5. Sorry." And then
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
went,
They thought we were
Earl
goners.
hating us.
and the
It's
reason
like-
the reason why we were kind of like
They thought we
regretting
were
this
dead.
because the last time we did a project
Together, all
together,
3 of us.
it was for geography, and it went horrible.
Yeah. So we were like, oh crap, they just freaking abandoned us because they know we're trash babies. So.
Yeah, and they're all like mocking us, like, oh, you're not gonna do any work.
Yeah, so we got to work. So out of the list of things we were given, we chose hydraulic brakes and how fluids can save your life.
And
And I-
car.
Yeah. And we spent a long time making an amazing project. And
But it's just as we were making it, there was like one time where the teacher,
Oh,
our science
yeah,
teacher,
yeah.
yelled at us because we were like goofing off, and then the science teacher was like, "You better have the best presentation in class." And
we're like, okay.
that was
I'm
also during the
scared.
day. That was also during the day where Earth, you stabbed me with a freaking pencil.
Okay, you know what? That doesn't matter.
You stabbed me with a pencil, and I felt like when you get like a needle. I mean, I can tell you didn't mean to, 'cause, you know. 'Cause you didn't have to, you just like smile. You were like, oh,
Hey,
oh yeah, yeah. The face. Okay, there's a so this actually goes back to our geography thing. So basically, Earth, he was doing this thing where he would pretend to snap his neck by turning it, and he would snap his fingers. And
Yeah,
so
behind
I
the
seen
back.
That was geography.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I seen this thing on Quirkology where you could pretend your thumb was broken if you have like a plastic cup and you squish it with your armpit. And so I had an idea. You could just use like a water bottle and then you could just crush it and then it would make the sound. So what I did was I sat down. I had my arms dangling,
I
one
can
with
do
the water
this.
bottle in hand. I grabbed my chin and I moved it to the side and I cracked the water bottle. Or cracked it. And as I was closing my eyes, like the sound was just right. And as I was closing my eyes, I saw Earth and Sean. Their face was like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah, because we were expecting
Yeah,
such a synthetic noise. Like it was,
Yeah, I was expecting like more like a crick, but
or
it was-
just a snap of the fingers, but it was like this. No, that's a freaking Gatorade bottle. It really didn't work. I got you. I got you. It was like this. Oh frick! It was like this. Like freaking broke his neck. Moshed.
Literally, no. And so yeah, Earth had that face. Anyways, so at the like basically we were kind of goofing off. The third day we did barely anything.
Yeah, and then that
And
night,
so
we got to work.
and that night we went freaking hard.
Yeah, it was due the next day, so we're like, oh crap.
And then it was the final day, and it was scary because when the science teacher was yelling at us, he said that we'll be going first. We would be the next.
Yeah,
There's these 2 kids, so we'll go back in time yet again. So the previous unit, systems, we had to build a catapult. I know, sounds awesome. It was also nerve-wracking. So
yeah, nah.
There's
I
these
was
2
with
kids.
Jack.
There's
I was
these
with
2
Jack.
kids, and they were in a group. And one of the kids volunteered to go first, but the other kid in the group like didn't want to go. And so it was kind of like a running gag of how they would go first. They didn't. Sadly, they didn't go first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
And
though
then
the
migrate
teacher
to
really
us.
wanted them to.
Then
So
we had to go first.
we like those 2 kids. We also didn't go first, but we went second.
Yeah, he wanted us to go first. We had to go second because
So it was the final day, the presentation day. We were kind of like talking, and then we like me and me and Sean, because we were kind of just talking and out of our
Yeah.
seats. We had to go back to our seats, so that didn't help. And so then it was our turn. So we did the presentation, and during the presentation, I was like asked a question just to describe a picture, and I described it well because during it I wanted to change back. I wanted to change like the subject because I thought it was too complicated. But then I looked at the picture and realized the hydraulic
Yeah,
brake was really complicated.
just guided you
So-
through it, really.
Yeah, so basically I explained it, and we even had another slide explaining it.
Yeah.
Um,
Next one.
And then basically the thing is we were really scared about the questions.
Yeah, he asked questions.
So at the first
Yeah.
presentation, he would at the first presentation, he asked like them like a lot of questions, and so it was just really scary because we were trying to make because there's a mark. It's like the rubric. It goes from like level 1 to level 4, and then it describes one of the marks is like
For
the
you
group,
people, it's
how well the group like if the group understands everything or if it's like off balance by a lot. And so after the presentation, we were waiting for the questions. We were getting all ready. We were becoming a bit more fidgety because one of the markers also did not fidget. And then the science teacher said, "Take a seat." And then Sean was like, "What?"
Yeah,
and
because
then-
we were expecting some hard questions at the end.
yeah, we're expecting some like
Turns out we didn't
Hardcore.
have any hard
Yeah.
questions.
Everyone else got
So
the
at
questions.
that last recess,
we covered
at that last
everything.
recess, we started freaking yelling.
Screaming,
aced it.
we aced it because
Yeah.
if he didn't ask any questions,
We
that
didn't
meant
even
to
need
us.
to get the mark.
Yeah.
We didn't even need to get the mark to know that we aced it.
That
we already
meant to
knew that
us-
we would have gotten a 4+.
That our presentation
So a few
answered
days later-
everything.
Yeah. So a few days later, we get our marks back. We flip it over. 4-. And so we're like,
What went wrong, man? What happened?
so we look at the mark and we realize it says about how the group didn't really understand it when he asked us questions.
Yeah, it said like
So-
that we would
so-
pass it to a
Okay,
single group.
I want to say this. I don't think you two guys. I didn't tell you. So you know how we remarked it? Remarked our I guess I should just say it. So basically, we went to talk with the science teacher about how
Yeah.
we didn't really ask any questions, except the one where like described the photo, but that was during the presentation, and I described it well. And so he got his pen. Well, he looked at it. He got his pen, and he wrote down. I don't even know what it said. But I think it said 4+. And so we were freaking out. But I want to tell you
No,
this.
we were freaking out, Jack. It was more
yeah.
like
You were
Jack,
like-
it was like
We were smiling, like holding in the
yeah,
excitement.
me and Jack
'cause we
were
didn't
like
wanna
looking at
mess
each
it
other.
up,
We were
yeah.
like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
We wanna
like, and then when
scream.
we walked out of the room, like freaking
We're
the
like,
other.
hyped. We're like, oh my god, we aced it! 4+ boys.
But I want to tell you guys something. So I looked at the paper, and I realized like, cause you know how we rewrote the mark in a blue pen, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the message was written in pencil. I looked at my paper, and my paper said 4+. And I was like,
Oh, so
Yeah, I
like
was
it
like,
originally
what?
said 4+ on yours?
so he said he might have gotten mixed up with it.
Yeah.
So maybe he gave me
The right one.
I don't know. Yeah, he might give one of us 4+. Anyways, doesn't matter because we got our 4+. So we started running out, saying the thing we said before. We aced it this time, even a bit more
I was
crazier.
kind of scared though,
Wait.
because he
Yeah,
might
like
get
if we
mad at
kept
us for
bragging.
bragging that we might lose marks. I want to die.
Yeah. And we made jokes about how the science teacher, like, Sean, he like threw snow onto the school roof in April, and we were joking about how with like the snow gone like the science teacher's head, and then the science teacher like runs out
Yeah, it would somehow hit him.
from the roof.
He would take our marks away.
No, he like dives. No, he dives off like the roof, just trying to get hit. So
Yeah. He purposely jumps off the roof to intercept the snowball, and make it hit him, so he can take our marks away. That's what we're like worried about. Like, what if that actually happens?
we're like really
the
superstitious
impossible.
right now. Like,
But we still got our 4+.
Yeah,
4+.
that's how the name came.
So, so you might be asking, okay, well that's cool. Now we know why it's called the Ace Team. Why the frick is Nikolai in the freaking thing? Well, it's because he's
He's
a good
fat.
friend, and and he's good at Fortnite and PUBG. At
Yeah.
least in-
Yeah, he aced it.
When I say it, it sounds really cringy.
Well, I hate you. Eh!